You're watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Guitar Addict TNT series brought to you by AOLL live from Las Vegas. I'll be your host tonight, Larry Patrick, alongside my cohort, Adam Wood. Man, Adam, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Lovely to be here in Vegas, watching these guys go around the track. The sun is starting to set, it looks like, a little bit. These guys are out there throwing down some blistering laps.
Yeah, absolutely. Always to be good, good to be in Vegas. Look forward to this race, man. I love watching the TNT series. These guys are the Future Cup drivers, and they normally put on a lot of exciting racing.
Yeah, these guys have been clean. I mean, last week was New Smyrna. It was not the cleanest race, but all of them that have been on this size track or higher, it's been a pretty clean race. We're expecting a lot out of these guys tonight to show us just like the Charlotte race that started off. This is kind of very similar to it, just a little bit faster pace. So let's see what these guys are made of.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with that. You look at New Smyrna, it's a completely different animal. Very short, and you're definitely going to see your issues out there, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be minimal. Right now, there's some guys out there pushing for the qual lap to make sure they're out there trying to get the pole and everything like that. But once the actual race gets underneath, these guys are going to be racing hard, but I think they're going to be racing clean.
Absolutely. Right now, we're looking your top two fastest on the track right now, Blake Gordon, Johnny Edwards, not racing. So looking at that ticker up there, ladies and gentlemen, do not pay attention to that as far as currently Blake Gordon and Johnny Edwards not racing. Blake,
they're both the admins.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say I know Blake's a resident admin. Wasn't sure about Johnny.
I think Johnny is helpful. He's not truly an admin sake, and I think he does a lot of spotting for the Endeavor Racing guys.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I believe he does some spotting for their drivers. But so when we look at it right now, your current fastest is Josh Laston. He's showing right now, like I said, showing in third with his best of a 31.37. That is just the fastest lap. That is all that's showing. And then right after that, you're looking at Cody Leland and then Carl Henderson in third.
Yeah, these guys are going to have I think it's going to be a great race. We'll see what's going on. We'll see who can top it out, and then what can they do inside the race itself.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there. It'd be interesting to see as you see, practice is done, and we are going qualifying now. So we're waiting for some guys to start coming out here. One of the first guys coming out is Carl Henderson. As we're just taking a quick look here, Carl on the track, going around for his little quick setup lap. We'll see what he can lay down here. Right now, currently, we got Gene Watkinson, Blake Ziti, David Wright, Josh Laston, Cody Leland, Tom Stevens, and John Gordon also on the track. Speaking of John Gordon, if you've noticed, you watch the broadcast often. New intro this week. John Gordon worked very hard on that intro. And John, we want to say thank you. And it looks amazing.
Yes, it does. I mean, he's been putting in some work. He's been creating some commercials for AOL in general. And we reached out to him to see what he can do for us. We updated our nice logo to something a little bit different. And once we did that, we were able to start making merchandise. So there should be a pinned tweet that lets everybody know where to go to grab our merchandise if you would like. The Teespring. So if you want some Ghostfire Media merchandise, go to look at our website or our Facebook page and go to Ghostfire Media Teespring's website and buy yourself something.
Yeah, absolutely. The last lap, Carl Henderson turned into 31.66, and he was looking strong. And then here comes Josh Laston, turned into 31.56. Cody Leland, though, turns into 31.38, currently your pole setter.
Yeah, that was Josh Laston barely beat him by 200ths of a second there. And John Gordon moves up to 4th place right there. Takes over for was Blake Ziti, now Sean Kermody's right there. So we got first response on the pole as of right now, 2 closed circuit racing. And then, Dave Wright just shook it up. I was about to say we're going to have 3 Endeavor Racings in the road, but they moved up there. Tom Stevens moved up to 6th. That's a great lap for him, 31.96.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing some guys lay down some pretty quick laps here.
Looks like Christopher Oliver is now out there about to lay down his first lap.
We'll take a look at him. And you see here right now, still showing Cody Leland, Josh Laston, Carl Henderson, Sean I gotta know, is it Carmody or Carmody?
Everybody else I hear say Kermody, so that's kind of where I've been going with it. If we are pronouncing it 100% wrong, please correct us. We hate to say the wrong name. I butchered Charles and IVRL's name every week. I probably still butcher it if I say it, so I'm not going to.
Garrett? I think
yeah,
I got it right. Garrett? Yeah, no, I know he's told us before, and I don't remember.
All right, let's see. Where did Chris was able to move up to 6th place so far?
Taking a look here at David DeParis.
That was a weird sound. Did you hear that?
I did not hear that. That was probably because I just turned on my live for you.
Okay. On my end.
Blake said Carmidy. I'm guessing that's Carmody. So I would think I'm right. I could be wrong again, though. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Blake.
Carmody. That's what I'm going to go with.
We'll take it. I mean, eventually we'll butcher it enough to where he will just give us something easy Blake Pasta.
That's what I was going to say. Does he have a nickname as well, like Blake Pasta? All right, so we got David DeParis out there on the track. He's finishing up. Mike Wazinski. I think they're all just getting a little bit extra practice laps right now. Just running more laps right there underneath qualifying. You got a 5-minute session, so just run as many laps as you can, get familiar with the car,
Yeah,
right
now we're shooting about 13, I believe, qualifying. We see Tim St. Jean was out there practicing. He did throw a comment out there, not running tonight, mechanical failure. Tim, we're sorry to hear that, man. We hope to have you back here soon.
And people picked you to win the race, and you got mechanical failures tonight. Randy's going to be very disappointed.
Disappointed?
Yeah, yeah. Well, tongue-tied. Disappointed. All right. You want to run through the grid?
Yeah, give me 1 second here. Sorry about that, guys. Just eating dinner. It's been a wild day. All right, so we're taking a look here on your pole. Cody Leland, just behind him, Josh Laston, Carl Henderson, Sean Carmody. They are in row 2 and row 3. Blake Ziti and Chris Oliver. Row 4, John Gordon, David DeParis. In row 5, Tom Stevens and Nick Adams.
David Wright and Mike Wazinski is in row 6. Row 7 by himself is Gene Watkinson. So he will be the last one in 13th place starting tonight. The times, though, were all very close tonight. These guys are out there putting some good laps. I know some of them ran probably about close to 100 laps there in that 1 hour practice session. So they're ready for it. And they're ready for the green flag to drop and see what their cars are made of. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's always good to turn those laps. I mean, especially when you think that you can get a nice gauge of whether it be your qualifying lap or just a long run lap, of the race.
Yeah, hopefully they're long runs. I mean, I know tire wear isn't that big of an issue, but for these cars, so far from what we've seen, I know they were able to run Charlotte race, I believe, all the way through without having to need to pit. And they would, I think. So I don't know what their strategy is going to be for tonight.
I don't know. We did have what race was that? They actually had to pit Talladega. Talladega, they had to pit.
Yeah, they had to pit. I missed Talladega. I wasn't there for that.
That's right. I would like to see if they have to pit here tonight. I doubt it, but we'd like to see it. And Miss Joyner with us as always. Out there rooting for Mama's Man Boy. As always, and unfortunately, we don't get to talk to Mama's Man Boy very often here lately. Working hard.
We started in the 3rd row tonight, so that's a good sign right there. Most of the CCR guys are up in the top 6 there. Nick's the oddball in the back with his new rep car.
Well, he is an oddball, but just kidding, Nick. All right. Here we go. Pace car should be dropping off when we're about to go racing. Pace car is off as Cody Leland will lead them to the green flag. And we are green here at Las Vegas.
So far, he gets a good jump. He's about 1 car length ahead of the 2nd place guy right there. He's going in a single file for the front 2. 3rd place, Sean Carmody is on the outside. He's getting a heck of a run coming off of turn 2. Josh Laston pulls up in front of him, slows them down, slows the run down. And in 5th there, we got Carl Henderson and then Christopher Oliver right behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. Blake Ziti looking on the inside right now. Chris Oliver. And he will take that spot from him and looking to follow suit. John Gordon in the 19 of the Endeavor team.
Yeah, hopefully Chris Oliver can slow down right there and get in front of, block the run from John. Able to continue with that spot. Looks like he will coming off of turn 2. Right now, everybody's single file except for Tom. Tom's looking like he's trying to drop underneath John Gordon there, but I don't think he's got the run on him just yet.
No, he didn't. They're now basically single file going back through the pack. Your leader right now, Cody Leland, looking very strong, but here comes Josh Laston challenging for the lead already.
Yeah, you can't get too complacent out there. You got to be able to defend these positions, and Josh Laston is trying to take advantage of it, trying to get out there in that clean air. Cody Leland goes wide coming off of turn 2 right there. Almost slapped the wall with his rear end.
Oh, we've seen a little bit of smoke back there. 1 car low on the apron. And we may possibly have a caution come out right now. I'm seeing 1 car sitting on the track that's showing the 86. Let's see if he gets back moving.
Yeah, Cody Leland car got really loose there on the middle of turn 3 and 4.
Adam, are you seeing what I'm seeing? The 86 of David DeParis' car smoking as he's trying to limp around. No caution, though.
He spun coming off of turn 2 going on the back straightaway. I mean, plowed the inside wall. He is now coasting right on the edge of the border there, trying to limp his way into pit road. of right now, though, Josh Laston has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 car lengths over Sean Carmody. But Carl Henderson's on his rear bumper right now. He wants to get by because Cody Leland is now regained himself and is trying to come after Carl Henderson.
Yeah, absolutely. Cody Leland, your pole setter, drops all the way back to 4th rather quickly. And
yeah, he got loose in the middle of turn 4 about 2 laps ago. Yeah, he was on the outside line, and he had to chase it up the track and almost slapped the outside wall and went back 4 spots there. So he lost 4 spots basically on that 1 lap.
Well, here comes Carl Henderson. He's looking on the inside of Sean Carmody in the number 40, and he'll take that position as they come out of turn 4.
Yeah, they're heating up right now. They're trying to figure out what's the best line to run. Someone running a little bit above the groove. Some of them are running a little bit below the groove right there on the track. So it looks like the middle groove is the fast one. It's not a bottom feeder track. They're not trying to run the bottom all the way. The bottom is the passing line. You're going to have to choose the momentum. And then Dudell Jr.'s favorite line is a slide job.
I mean, Carl Henderson was able to complete that pass on Sean Carmody. Now
he's not
Cody
giving up,
Leland looking, he's all over the back of Sean Carmody. He's looking to take that 3rd spot from him.
Well, he's looking to go 3 wide here coming off of turn 2. He chooses not to. He was able to slide up behind Sean Carmody, sorry. And he gets back there. He's getting a heck of a run come out of the corner compared to everybody else. I mean, he's finding some speed there. He's all over the back of bumper of Sean. He just runs out of speed right there. He looks like he's the best in the corner out of these 3 right now.
And Carl Henderson, as they head down in turn 1, coming through turn 2 right now, open up a little bit of a gap. The battle right now for 3rd spot. Cody Leland all over the back of Sean Carmody as he tries to find a way around. Just behind them, it's pretty spread out.
Yeah, everybody's kind of in their own groove. I think they're just racing the racetrack right now, just waiting for somebody else to make a mistake. The only true battle right now is Sean Carmody and Cody Leland. These guys are battling it out really hard. They're the closest one on the track right now.
Absolutely. They're starting to pull a little bit here on Carl Henderson as they make up just a little bit of time on him. Can they make this a 3-way battle? But for 2nd.
Yeah, right now, Josh Laston is having a ball out there. He's watching these people behind him just run hard and aggressive where he can run his line in clean air. And he's almost up to a 2nd gap there on 2nd place. Well, Carl Henderson, they're closing the gap on his rear bumper right now. Cody Leland is trying to hire a line here, trying to probably see if he can get a little bit more speed coming off the corner. That's where he needs it to get underneath Sean there, going across the tri-oval.
As I'm looking at times right now. Currently, your fastest on the track is your leader, Josh Laston. Now, the lap before that, it was actually Chris Oliver back in 6th spot.
Yeah, they're all really close. I mean, Josh was ahead by a 10th from everybody else, but everybody else is within a couple thousandths right there on that last lap. So they're all running pretty equal times right now, so it's kind of hard to pass whenever you're doing that. Cody Leland is not giving up. He is trying to stay glued to Sean's rear bumper and ensure that when he does make a mistake, he slips up, he gets loose, he's going to be there when that door opens.
Yeah, absolutely. And the person that this is helping right now is your leader there in the 18. As you said earlier, clean racetrack right now, so he's really able to just set sail, run his own lines, do his own thing, and he doesn't have to worry about racing anybody.
Yeah, you can, I'm not sure if these guys really have to lift too much going the corner, but they do. He's able to lift a little bit sooner, not wear that front right tire out. slide the car in the corner at all. He just smacked the wall. Looks like on my screen. I saw a little bit of sparks going on the back straightaway. Not sure if that was a net code or just something on my end, but it's like he brushed it just a little bit.
Well, Cody Leland, I hope he didn't wear those tires out, but he's falling back and he's falling into the clutches of the number 50 of Blake Ziti.
Maybe he's trying to cool his tires off too. I mean, he's been battling pretty hard and not really going anywhere with it. So sit back, let the race come to you. Let these guys start battling. Maybe Sean will get up there and start batting Carl, and those two will wear their tires out, and Cody can come by a few laps and get by. Who knows what the strategy is right now?
Absolutely, and apologize for those little blurps there. I believe my internet was just kind of flickering. But we're good, and right now we're taking a look, and as soon as I said Blake Ziti was catching on Cody Leland's opened up a little bit of a gap, and look who's caught Blake Ziti, none other than Chris Oliver in the number 14.
Mama's man boy right there.
I gotta know, Miss Joyner, where that nickname came from. We know where Hot Carl came from. Now I gotta know where Mama's man boy came from. And speaking of that, number 14 takes the spot from the number 50. And he will look to pull a little bit of a gap and try to run down the 75 of Cody Leland. But right now, your leader, Josh Laston, setting sail as Carl Henderson running in second. And in third, Sean Carmody.
Yeah, Sean's still sitting back there waiting his time. Carl is running the smooth lines there, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to catch up to him or not here and actually be able to pass him.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean Carmody, he's definitely catching him here as they come down the back stretch. Is he going to try to make a move, or is he just going to run behind him and see if the 31 was make a mistake?
Yeah, I believe that I think he's going to run behind him for a little bit and just see where it takes him. I mean, we still got a long race ahead of us. We're nowhere near halfway yet. These guys are running clean laps right now. I would save my tires and just ride in his draft and see if you guys can use the power of the draft to catch up to Josh, because the draft really helps here. Though does not do that. He is now underneath Carl Henderson. Carl is running the high line, see if he can get a run on the outside for him. He does get a little bit better of a run going on that front straightaway here. Sean's not giving up. He's run the lowest line he can to cut the track off as much to take up for that run, but Carl Henderson's able to hold off that position for now. Sean's still looking low coming out of turn 2. He's not able to make it. He tucks in behind Carl, trying to get a little bit more of a draft. He's going to have to try it a different lap. Carl Henderson takes away that low line, so he can't take it. He comes out. Carl Henderson is still in second place. We have 21 laps now completed in the books. Cody Leland's back here, hugging the wall when he comes off the corner.
Yeah.
Christopher Oliver, though, he's made up quite a bit of ground there. He's already up underneath him. He slides underneath Christopher Oliver, pinches him up just a little bit coming out of turn 4, excuse me. Looking to take that spot away from Cody Leland.
Absolutely. And I got to say, Miss Joyner said that is her first accomplishment. Talking to Chris. He steps up to the plate when Mama needs him. He's a great big brother and a wonderful father. So that makes him her man boy and obviously still her little boy in his eyes. So it makes sense and rather sweet. Hot Carl, not so sweet. As Chris Oliver able to make the pass there on the 75, and he looks like he's getting stronger as this race is going.
Yeah, I think he conserved his tires compared to everybody else. And we have a caution on the track. Looks like the Mike Wazinski wrecked. Whoa, what happened with his car?
First caution of the night. Let's take a look. Man, coming out of the corner, smacks. Oh, upside down. Going for a little bit of a ride.
Yeah, he grazed the outside wall and then flipped his car. Tom Stevens barely made it by there.
We're going to watch that one more time. That was impressive.
Yes, that's a must watch again.
You know what we're going to have to do, Adam? We're going to have to go on board.
Yes, we're definitely going to have to go on board with this one.
Here we go. On board, Mike Wisniewski with the gyro cam as you see the car flip around on him. That's I've never seen. As much as I play iRacing, I have never seen a car flip upside down one time.
Yeah, this is the new damage. This is the new damage model,
and just slide on its top as we're seeing the leaders coming into the pits right now.
So we got the CCR guys 1, 2, and 4 right now. Endeavor Racing is holding its own up there in 3rd. I think they're in 6th as well with Blake Ziti. Nick Adams has moved up a little bit. He's back there behind Blake Ziti.
Yes, Nick, I believe started, 10th and up to 7th now.
While these guys are on pit road, why don't you throw a commercial on there for them?
Absolutely.
For 20 years, the Guitar Attic has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAttic.com. The Guitar Attic is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Attic has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Attic, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at GuitarAttic.com.
And we're back as coming out of the pit, Sean Carmody takes the lead, followed by Cody Leland. Nick Adams, Blake Ziti, your leader, Josh Laston, falls to 5th.
Yeah, Christopher Oliver, he went in 2nd and came out 7th. So I'm not sure what happened to those two right there. So we'll run down. We got Sean Carmody in 1st, Cody Leland 2nd, Nick Adams in 3rd, Blake Ziti in 4th. 5th is Josh Laston, followed by John Gordon 6th. 7th is Christopher Oliver. 8th is Carl Henderson. 9th is Tom Stevens. 10th is Gene Watkinson. 11th is Mike Wazinski. 12th is David DeParis. 13th is David Wright. 14th is Joshua Mays.
I like Joshua Mays' car there in that 56 Haviland car.
Yes. When did he come in? He only had 13.
Well, he was in practice. I don't know what exactly happened. It's showing his laps right now as 2, so he just came in.
We have a new player on the field. He is numerous laps down, but trying to get out here and get some experience with these ARCA cars.
Yes, experience is huge when it comes to iRacing. Learning how these cars handle, and just as much so, but learning how the other drivers drive and react.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, you got to learn what your competitors are doing and how they're racing. So if you can't make the initial start of the race, get out there and still run with them. I mean, you'll pick up a few points there for actually running the race versus getting a provisional. And you will see how the car handles and how your teammates are running the cars. Maybe they are running different lines, and you're able to kind of see what they're running and get used to it, and be able to learn a thing or two.
And Blake said that he had some issues with his VR, so that's why he missed the start. So as stated, he is out out there making some laps. So always good to get laps in when we can, especially in traffic and race conditions.
Man, these guys are they're door to door, lug nut to lug nut.
Hey,
And,
Randy.
Yeah. These guys are ready to go. They're moving in turn 3 here. The pace car lights are off. They're going to go green this time by.
I'm gonna tell you what. If you're gonna steal Randy's sayings, I'll steal Nick's sayings, and we'll mimic those two.
Oh, you gotta learn from. I'm learning from the best, Randy Pepper.
I just gotta act like I'm gonna have a heart attack with everything I say as we talk and we go. The pace car is off, and we're about to go green flag racing. As Sean Carmody gets a huge jump. Holy schmoly, that's a heck of a jump there on the 75. Okay, I can't keep that up. I will have a heart attack.
Nobody can keep up that energy. All right, so we got Cody Leland there sitting in second place, but Nick Adams, who we're talking about, is underneath him trying to make up a spot there, but Cody Leland's going to get the one on the outside there on this restart. Nick is going to fall up in front of Blake Ziti going into turn 3. Blake Ziti is going to drop to the bottom, try to use the momentum he had going on the back straightaway. It was too much for him. He slid up in front of his teammate John Gordon.
Yeah, absolutely is. Something happened with Sean Carmody and Cody Leland, now your new leader. As Sean Carmody now falls to 6th position. Very Nick Adams now running solid in second. Got a little bit of pressure to the 50. Or excuse me, from the 50 of Blake Pasta. And then just behind him is John Gordon, as Randy would say, that old wily veteran back there.
So Sean got really loose coming off of turn 4 there. Nick Adams almost got into him because Sean went sideways, caught it, and then broke loose again, and Nick Adams was just trying to get by. I mean, that was the closest I've seen iRacing without a net code in a while. Nick Adams was lucky there that net code didn't play him a huge favor there and knock him out.
Yeah, absolutely. But Cody Leland right now, he is on rails. Last lap of 31.44, fastest on the track. He's got that fresh air. He's got those fresh tires, and he's moving, trying to get away from these guys.
Yeah, he just...
Wow, 31.38. Excuse me, Adam.
Yeah, the next one behind him is Josh Last, and he's 2/10 behind him, though. So that clean air is making a huge difference. That's why Josh Laston was able to overtake these guys and just leave them. So Cody Leland is feeling that effects of having a clean air and nobody to race him. So he's able to run his line.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, we got him a little bit spread out, at least your top 5. Looking at Cody Leland, Nick Adams, Blake Ziti, John Gordon, Josh Laston. Just behind them, though, Sean Carmody now getting it back together. And Chris Oliver making a nice drive here as he's looking to fight his way back up into the top 5.
Yeah, we got John Gordon right now battling for second for Nick Adams. He's on the bottom side. Looks like he's going to clear him. Blake Ziti is going to clear him as well going in the corner here. Nick Adams going to tuck in behind these two. John Gordon is now in second place, ladies and gentlemen. The flipper is there. Now it's his turn to go and hunt down the leader.
We're going to take a look at that pass. Excuse me.
Oh, John Gordon gets loose off the corner there. He runs a really low line. Blake Ziti's going to capitalize, take it over that second spot. The commentator's curse got John Gordon. Nick Adams is trying to take up as well. Josh Laston is trying to overtake Nick Adams right now, coming out of turn 2. He's below him. Sean Carmody's got a huge run coming off of turn 2. He's going to follow Josh Laston and also past Nick Adams coming out turn 4. Josh Laston looks like he's going to be riding underneath John Gordon going through the tribal here, trying to short with John Gordon.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Gordon.
Woo! I'll tell you what, these internet issues apparently that I'm going to have tonight got really bad. Luckily, we did not drop.
If you need to, you can take away the Discord feed.
Let's see if that helps a little bit. Apologize again for those. I'm going to blame the fact that I believe like my entire family's on the internet.
Blake said that and sounded just like Nick.
Blake, I tried. I drank one of the Raz energy drinks about 30 minutes ago, hour ago. I got all kinds of energy. I think I can do a decent impersonation of him. If I had to liken Nick to any one person, Chris Farley when he's all hyped up. That's what I think of when I see Nick acting crazy.
Man, we got them stacked up right now, and Josh Laston is underneath John Gordon. Cannot get by him. They were 2x2 going into 1 and 2. They went single file down the back straightaway. Everybody's dropping low to go underneath John Gordon here coming out of turn 4. Josh Laston gets to his door. He's going to drop down and try to get as low as possible there on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody right now, they're searching for that fast way around whoever they need to get around. And we see some more blips there. And looks like we're going to be good now. Josh Laston able to get around him. Sorry you missed that pass. If you give me a minute, I might have to yell at my family to get off the internet tonight.
These guys are battling hard. Now John's teammate, Sean Carmody, is underneath him, going to the tribal. John was able to use a little bit of momentum using the high lane to get in front of him. John's taking the high side. Christopher Oliver's in the wall right there. He went the high side. He cannot get off the wall. He scrubbed the wall all the way from turn 1 to almost coming out of turn 2. He lost almost a half a straightaway on these guys. Yeah, his car's got some bad damage now on the outside.
But now we see Sean Carmody and Nick Adams able to clear John Gordon as they come down the front stretch. John Gordon looking to look to fight back here on the number 30 Rad's Energy Drink ARCA Series Chevrolet. I was about to call it Toyota, and I don't know why. He's looking to fight back as they come through 1 and 2. But Nick's able to pull away from John Gordon there.
And he's got about a half a straightaway, and John is slowly falling off the pace here.
And right now, we're going to take a look at Josh Laston. He's almost got a clear track. Once he clears this lap car just in front of him, I don't know why I call Blake Ziti a lap car. Once he catches Blake Ziti, if he does, and passes him, and he's fast right now, your fastest driver on the track is Josh Laston. He's going to catch Blake Ziti. If he can make a quick pass here, he's going to be able to set sail because it'll be basically clean track until he gets to Cody Leland.
Yeah, both actually. We have, Josh Laston, Nick Adams, and Carl Henderson on that last lap basically ran the same exact lap time.
Yeah,
so the CCR guys are pretty fast.
I'd love to know what happened with these guys in the pits then.
Yeah, we'll have to talk with them later if they able to manage to make their way back up.
Absolutely.
Josh Laston has closed the gap on Blake Ziti here. He is right on his back bumper coming out of turn 4 here. He's looking to get by him for that second spot so then he can try to track down our leader, Cody Leland.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we always state, it is one thing to catch somebody, it's another to pass them. So it'll be interesting to see how fast he can get around the number 50. Right now we're 43 of 75 laps here at Las Vegas.
Yeah, right now the second and third place cars are about 2 to 3 tenths faster than our leader, Cody Leland. So they're tracking him down slowly. But Cody Leland still has a 1.3 second lead in front of these guys. So it's going to take probably another 5-10 laps for these guys to actually run him down and then ask him. Blake Ziti is hard into the outside wall right there. I'm not sure if he got loose there, but let me go back and look and see what happened.
Yeah, he did, and that allowed Sean Carmody as well as Nick Adams to get around him. And that's going to make it easy on Josh Laston, as now he'll set his sights on Cody Leland. Right now, Cody Leland running a 33.33, and that lap he ran a 32.27, but Josh Laston almost a second faster at a 32.77, so he's catching the 75 with Cody Leland.
Yeah, I wonder if Cody is saving his tires, or did he use them up just trying to be out front with that clean air?
That's a really good question there. And how much are tires being affected here? I mean, I think that's going to be the question of the evening, because did Cody waste his tires, and is Josh wasting his tires now trying to catch him?
Yeah, Josh Laston was about 2.5 tenths faster than our leader on that last lap. But he's catching him.
He's catching him. He's catching him in a hurry. As Josh Laston looking to go around Cody Leland on the inside, coming as they come towards the stripe. Josh Laston will lead that lap as they head into turn 1.
Cody Leland's not going to get by that easy. He's riding that back bumper, trying to stay with him, getting that draft.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just on lap 47 of 75. We've only had one caution for this evening from a car flipping going on the back straightaway. So right now, these guys are. I think Josh Laston is hoping for another long green flag run here.
Yeah, Josh looking like not meaning any offense to any other drivers, but he looks like the class of the field here tonight. He's extremely fast.
Yeah. Ooh, Cody Leland smacked the wall coming off the corner right there. He pushed a little bit too hard and slung up and slapped the wall.
What were some of those other guys calling a tank slapper? Is that what they call it?
No, that's not a tank slapper.
I'm going to need that definition again.
So the tank slapper is when the gas gets low and it slides from side to side. That slaps the tank.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
And Cody Leland's going to lose another spot as Sean Carmody in the number 40 able to get around. He's now back to third.
Yeah, Sean.
Oh, wreck! No caution, but Nick Adams and Blake Ziti. He's completely lost a tire. It's on the hood of the car.
Yep, I'm watching it.
Holy schmoly! I'm gonna steal that from Nick.
Yeah,
incredible.
He is grinding in the front right down.
What?
As trying to get to the back of the pit road.
I would like to go back and look at that, but I don't have an incident on the chart to be able to pull it to.
Yeah, so Nick hits the wall and did almost the same thing as Mike Wodzinski did, and almost flipped it, but he was able to hold it down. And Blake Ziti was just an innocent bystander and lost a tire.
So let's rewind that from there. I can at least get something. There we go. I hate to use the rewind button, but I am interested in what just happened.
While he does that, just want to let you know right now the leader is pulled off with about a 1.1 second lead. And behind that, Cody Leland has dropped back another 2 tenths.
Did you see the tire just randomly fly off the car straight to the road? That was fantastic. Insane. What a chain of events. But yeah, we're back here live. 24 laps to go. Josh Laston is pulling away from the rest of the field.
Sean Carmody, he's running lap times basically on par. Last time he was only 2/200ths of a second slower than a leader. So he's running on. Let's see what they run this time. The updates, yep, same thing on that one. Sean Carmody is now only 2/200ths of a second back from Josh's lap time. So he's not gaining on him, but he's not really losing anything on the track to him either.
And right now with 23 laps to go, what exactly, what is he holding back, if anything?
I mean, I'm not sure if they're holding anything back. I think if Sean can get a little bit closer, he can sniff the draft and be able to hopefully close the gap in on him. But right now, I mean, these guys are running like almost exact lap times. Josh pulled a little bit ahead of him on that one. It was probably about a half a tenth right there ahead of him. So, but I mean, they're running about the exact same speed. I don't think, unless Josh has something that majorly go wrong, Sean right now is just sitting there running exact same speed.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, we're taking a look. Chris Oliver, he looks like he is catching Cody Leland. He caught him a lot right there. I don't know if Cody got into the wall, but he caught him quick, fast, in a hurry as he looks to the inside coming into turn one. And Cody's off the pace a little bit here, and Chris Oliver able to clear him as he comes out of turn two.
And maybe Cody just burned his stuff up being out front in that clean air, just trying to take advantage of everything he could, and might have overdrove his car just a little bit out there.
Well, and that unfortunate incident with Nick Adams and Blake Ziti, it really helped out there. Chris Oliver, who now sits in third, and Carl Henderson, who's now moved up to fifth.
John Gordon's up to sixth as well, so and he's the last one on the lead lap. Nick Adams is in seventh, and he's in the first one down. So if we get a caution here, he would be the one getting the lucky dog.
Right now, Carl Henderson, he's looking to try to track down Cody Leland. I'm sure he would like to take that fourth spot from Cody.
Yeah, whenever your other two teammates were able to catch and pass him, your hopes is you can do the exact same thing your teammates did.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take a quick look. We're going to go back to Josh Lassen here right now. He has just set sail the gap almost 2 seconds over Sean Carmody with 19 to go.
Carl Henderson is to the back bumper of Cody Leland. He sticks his nose underneath him coming out of turn 4, looks like here. He will go underneath him, run the shortest route at the bottom of the track. They are door to door going across the start-finish line right here. Going into turn 1, I believe Carl Henderson will be able to take it. He slides up a little bit and encroaches in on Cody Leland, drops back down. He had to lose a little bit of acceleration to get away from him. So he was not able to get a great acceleration off the corner. They're still door to door going into turn 4. Cody runs really high. Carl Henderson drops it down to the white line. I think he's going to be able to get a slide job done here. Slides up in front of Cody. Cody drops down low, trying to do a crossover move. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think he's got the speed to be able to do the crossover.
Yeah, it was. They gave each other a lot of room there. Carl come up on him. Looked like just going through that corner a little too quick. Came up and had to back out, and he wasn't able to get the drive. But they gave each other plenty of room coming through 3 and 4, and he was able to make the pass stick.
These guys are racing each other hard, but very clean. I mean, we've seen just a little bit of weird freak accidents. Other than that, these guys, racing each other pretty cleanly. I think Carl just drove in a little bit hard. He knew he did wrong, I think, in sliding up a little bit, dropped his speed dramatically, moved down, and, waited till the next corner to make his next move. So, hats off to these guys learning from what they're doing and giving each other more space.
Quick developing story, Adam. John Gordon is in the pits.
John Gordon is in the pits.
Your car that is on the last car on the lead lap, he is in the pits right now. And he's grabbing, it looks like 4 tires. Yes, 4 tires and fuel.
He did fall off the pace there for a while, so maybe if they do have to pit again, which I doubt, he's hoping to get more out of this pit cycle than everybody else. I mean, we're at lap 60 here, so we only got 10 or 15 laps left. So let's see, do they have to pit? And if they do, will this trigger everybody else to come in?
Yeah, that caught me off guard there. I believe everybody pitted back on the caution, our solo caution evening, which we're kind of almost becoming
and we have a caution
to.
Oh, we have David DeParis on his side now.
Wow.
That's the second car that's actually went on its side, but it's the third, maybe fourth car that has run into this issue tonight.
That did not go back far enough. That,
Yeah, it just it got it,
yeah.
and while it's on its side.
Let's just rewind that a little bit. Let's see what happened. As he's coming through the corner here, gets low. Had to avoid the 0-2. Tags the wall, ends up on his side, and goes sliding down the back straight.
Yeah, he looked like he was trying to do a low exit there, and then he saw Mike Wazinski at the last second, and then tried to move up higher. If he didn't let off the gas a little bit, that's what kind of pushed him. If he still tried to do full throttle, and with that abrupt movement to the right, just slung him straight in the wall and turned him on his side.
And as you see, just sits on his side. Looks like a turtle on its back.
Oh, not the Reese's Cup car, man.
And here we go. Leaders coming in, so it looked like they may needed a pit again.
If not, I mean, you don't want to be a sitting duck out there and let the rest of the people come in and get all 4 fresh tires, and you'll be the oddball out. So
absolutely, and it's worth it right now. As right now we've only got 5 cars. We're gonna have 6 on the lead lap. Nick Adams going to be your lucky dog. He'll get his lap back, but he will be end of line starter on this one. But he will be your 6th car on the lead lap.
And Nick Adams was able to go in the pits, use his fast repair, get his car all cleaned up.
This should make for a fantastic finish, as we're going to have less than 10 laps to go. And right now, the race coming off, it's Chris Oliver's going to win the race coming out of pit road.
I wonder what's happened to Josh and them. Maybe these guys are...
Well, as you see, Josh is going low right here. He allows Sean Carmody to go by.
Was he speeding? Like, is he getting
75?
a penalty?
I believe he may have got a speeding on pit road. It would be my guess. I don't know how you get that if you're under caution, but that'll be interesting to find out.
Well, he's the first one going on the pit road, so he was, it could be speeding going onto pit road.
That's possible.
And everybody else could have followed him, and then, like Talladega.
Possible. I hope that's not the case. I hope he didn't get it twice as well. But that's going to allow your new leader in the 14, Chris Oliver.
Mama's man boy's up leading the race.
I'd like to see him pull this one out tonight. That'd be a nice surprise here tonight. Definitely got some fast cars just behind him. Sean Carmody running second, Cody Leland in third, Carl Henderson in fourth, then Josh Laston, and then Nick Adams. And it looks like Blake Ziti will come back on the lead lap. Tom Stevens, John Gordon as well.
Yeah, it looks like a first car lap down. It's going to be Mike Wazinski. He's in the pit road right now, getting his services.
And these guys will get a wave around, and that'll bring them back onto the lead lap.
I mean, it works out for John. I mean, he pitted, but I mean, it's a wave around car. He's got to go back around the track, but it wasn't a total loss for him. It could have been a lot worse. He could have been trapped down a lap for the rest of the race, but now he gets to, I think he probably only has like 2 laps or so on those sets of tires, so it's not too far back. This track really doesn't eat up the tires as much as other ones do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're always going to get a little bit of an advantage being on fresher tires and everything else. Let's not downplay that. But
well, there we go. Tammy's out there.
Our favorite fan. I shouldn't say that. We love all you guys, honestly.
We had Josh Hanner out there. He's cheering on all the CCR guys.
Well, and I want to point out, when Josh won his first race in the Cup, if you haven't heard that call, go back and listen to it, because I thought Carl Henderson was going to cry. Genuinely cry.
I mean, it's a good feeling. I mean, it's a simulation. You're out there having fun with your friends, but I mean, to get out there and lead and finish first on that last lap, I mean, it's actually great. I mean, for your first win. I mean, I know whenever I did it in a league race, I've done it in a couple official races, but doing it in a league race, I mean, it's something different because it's around your friends that you race with week in and week out. So it's it makes it a little bit more special to get out there and win for it.
Justin said, "Nice catch there, Larry." Justin, you are not on one of the favorite fans list. No, I'm just kidding. We love you, Justin. We love you.
Yes, as Joe knows, it only takes one lap to win.
What? No. It definitely takes one lap to lose it. That's for sure. But I mean, yeah, that's.
So Blake has called another caution. They're going to ride around for one more lap. The lights are back on the pace car.
And
so
I'm sure that was probably due to the waiver rounds and make sure everybody gets lined up properly.
So when they go back green racing, they're going to be, I think, at 8 laps to go. Maybe 7. I have North Carolina math, so bear with me.
That's what's wrong with this around here.
No, well, now it's the common coordinates, and that's a whole different animal I do not want to get into.
Me neither. I've tried to help my daughter with that common core stuff, and that's
Oh, thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. I'm not out there pulling the wins like you, but I got one, and I'm happy for it.
Hey, Justin Anderson, that was a very fast crab, okay? Very fast crab.
Hey, he did beat you, Justin. I know you didn't race at all, but he claims he beat you.
Still did.
Take that.
I mean, I'm just saying, for you to beat me, you have to race, right? So if you didn't race, then I, ipso facto, beat you.
All right. Well, the pace car lights are off. These guys are going in turn 3. They are door to door, lug nut to lug nut. They are ready to go. Let's see if Christopher Oliver jumps early and tries to get a huge gap or not.
Yeah, the restarts here, they are on the leader, and it becomes a little bit of a game for that second place driver to see guess what the leader is going to do. Pace car is off. We're taking a look. Chris Oliver gets a good jump, able to clear as my internet flickers once again.
So we got Christopher Oliver jumps out. Cody Leland is in second right now, or actually, no, he was trying to take over second from Sean Carmody. He comes down the back straight away, trying to get some good drafting. Cody Leland is now in third place, about 3 cars back. We have Carl Henderson is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car lengths back from that.
Yeah, the best thing for Chris Oliver would have a teammate at least. Cody Leland extremely fast here on these restarts, and it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, he gets underneath. He's trying to look underneath Sean Carmody. Sean Carmody closed the door on him, said, "No, you're not getting underneath me this time." They all are hugging that white line. They are not giving up that bottom lane right now. Christopher Oliver is on it. He wiggles coming off the corner, loses a little bit of speed. Sean Carmody is going to try to take over it. He blocks him. Sean goes in the middle. Cody goes to the bottom. They're trying to go 3 wide, going over the tri-oval right there.
Woo! They are all over the place. Chris Oliver making that car as wide as he possibly could, but it's not wide enough as they're able to get underneath them as Sean Carmody now looking to take over that first place spot. But you see Cody Leland, he's fishing around back there. He's rather intrigued on what he can do here. But Chris Oliver is going to jump down and he's going to block out Cody Leland. But Leland able to get a nose on the inside. By the way, Joe and Johnny tracking. Apparently my kids are still on their iPads.
So right now we have Cody Leland. He is fast on the short runs. He's trying to get out in front right now. Sean Carmody, though, is sitting there. He's doing everything he has to do to keep Cody Leland behind. And Christopher Oliver looks like he's falling back just a little bit. He's about 3 car lengths back from Cody Leland in second. Carl Henderson is making his presence known there up front. He is closing the gap on Christopher Oliver. Drops down below him. Cody Leland takes over the lead right there, going through the tri-oval.
Yeah, unfortunately, we missed that. Internet feed still bouncing around. I'm just hoping that it doesn't drop before the end of this race. But we're back now, and Cody Leland, your new leader, opens up a little bit of a gap there on Sean Carmody, but here coming just behind them is Carl Henderson. He's going to try to make a move here on Sean Carmody.
Yeah, the laps are winding down. These guys are trying. Cody Leland, once he got by him, he is now out to about an 8-car length advantage over him. He's got about half a second. He is trying to do his best to keep him back there. He wants to see Carl Henderson and Sean Carmody battle, because if he does, that's going to slow them down and let him coast to a win, hopefully.
And
Carl Henderson. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Carl Henderson is dropped below him going through the tri-oval. They are now door to door going through turns 1 and 2. Carl Henderson is trying to pull him coming out of the corner. They are side by side going down the back straightaway. Next thing you know, Carl Henderson pulls it behind him. He's trying to gather it up. We're coming to 1 to go here at the line.
Absolutely. This is Cody Leland's race to lose here, as Carl Henderson trying to fight around Sean Carmody, but Cody Leland's got a nice gap here.
Yeah, Carl Henderson went for a high line here, trying to get some huge run there going down the back straightaway to use it going on him. He's now door to door going into turn 3 here. Can he make it stick and get a good enough run there coming out of the corner to get past Sean Carmody?
And Cody Leland, he will take the checker flag and win, followed by Sean Carmody and Carl Henderson taking a fairly close 3rd place.
Yeah, they were battling it. We had a lot of great battles. John Gordon moved up to 4th there. He was battling hard with Christopher Oliver, was able to get by him there on that last lap there.
And that is, what a finish. What a finish and a great race. I wish the feed wasn't kept cutting here tonight. What a race. 2 cautions here, 75 laps at Las Vegas. Just great racing by the TNT boys.
Yeah, these guys put on a heck of a show for the viewers out there. These guys are, like I said, they were going to run clean here tonight, kind of like Charlotte, a little bit more faster pace. Cody Leland had a dominant short run car, was able to put it in the victory lane at the end of this race.
It makes you wonder what happened to Josh Laston, and did he have anything for him on that short run?
Yeah, he really didn't come back up. He finished 6th, so I'm not sure he was not able to make it up. He seemed like he had a little bit more of a long run car.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's take the time and talk to our winner. Cody, man, it's Larry and Ad on the booth, man. You got a copy?
I do, man. What's up?
Heck of a race from you, man. How does it feel to grab another win?
Oh, that was awesome. Definitely not the fastest car. I think we had the fastest car on the short run for sure, and that's what I was really hoping that it would come down to. But man, Josh had us covered on the long runs.
Yeah, man, you looked spectacular on the short runs. On that last or the second to last caution, you were able to get a good, comfortable lead. What happened there? Like the leaders the second place guys were able to just reel you in. Did you wear your tires out, or what was going on there?
Yeah, absolutely. They saved their tires, and I was wearing mine flat out, man. I was trying to get as big of a lead as I could because I knew that those other guys had better. They were better at saving their tires, and so I was trying to get out as far as I could and see if I could hold them off. But there was just no way. Like I said, if it would have gone green, Josh had us covered.
So how did the car handle whenever you were out front versus riding in traffic? Was there any difference in handling? And did the draft play any advantage there for the people racing?
I'm not sure if the draft had a whole lot of effect, maybe a little bit. The car was definitely better out front, a lot more stable, a lot easier to drive, not turning the wheel right near as much. Absolute blast to drive at this track, but like I said, I really gotta work on how to save my tires because I'm killing myself with those.
Real quick, you got to talk to Joe Dinsmore, man. Fantastic at that. I got to know, man. It just seemed like the cautions fell right for you. Did you, when that last caution came out, did you think that was it? Like this is my race to lose?
I knew that I had a really good shot. And then I guess Josh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he sped in the pits or what, but I had Chris out in front, and I thought that he took 2 tires. I didn't think he would have had that fast of a pit stop, and he confirmed that at the end of the race. He did take 2 tires, and then Sean was tough all night. But I knew that I had a really good shot. I just knew that I had to keep my nose clean and have some patience trying to get around those guys.
Well, heck of a race from you, man, and we look forward to next week. And just to confirm, next week we will be at Watkins Glen, man. How do you feel?
I feel like you'll be talking to Josh next week.
And Cody Leland calls the shot for next week. Hey, man, great one.
Hey, I mean, you get to go through Watkins Glen on Thursday night, and then we get to go hang out at Coda on Saturday, man. So we get to go watch. You get to race a road course, and then go actually see a road course race.
Yeah, absolutely, Adam. I'm looking forward to meeting you and hanging out with you up there.
Oh, wait. Yeah, so I don't get an invite? I see how it
is. I gave you an invite like 6 months ago.
I see how it is.
Rick messed that all up.
Fly on down, buddy. Come on.
Hey, you got to catch me well in advance for that one, my friend.
It's only an 18-hour drive, dude. You got this.
Yeah, my wife will kill me. Hey, man, great race, man. And we look forward to seeing you at Watkins Glen next week.
Yeah, guys. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Well,
let's bring in Sean Carmichael.
Yeah, we're gonna clarify this. We're gonna clarify this right now. Hey, Sean, it's Larry and Adam in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Copy. What's going on, guys?
First things first, man. Heck of a race from you, and I gotta know, man. How do you say your last name again?
Carmody.
See, I was right. All right, I just want to point that out. I was right. Man, great race from you there, man. Did you have anything for Cody there at the end? Do you think you could have caught him if that would have been maybe 5 laps more?
I was giving it everything I had, and the car was getting loose on me. So I was right on that threshold. There was nothing more I had. But I saw him in qualifying. He was putting in good laps. Practice, he put in good laps. I have a little bit of experience with this track with the trucks and whatnot, and I was not expecting it to be this loose, especially no excuse, but I came in late for practice as usual because I barely make it. But when I found out how loose the car was, you saw early in the race, I lost it and went back like 6 positions. So I was right on that threshold trying to figure it out. But no, he drove real good. That's 2 in a row for him. Unfortunate for closed circuit. The first time I was racing Carl out, I think he was speeding, and then Josh as well. So it's unfortunate for him because he had us covered tonight. But congratulations to Cody.
Yeah, man, you had a good run. It looks like you were more of a long run car, though. I know you had that one little bit of a tweak there coming off of turn 4 and got loose, and everybody got by you. But I mean, you recovered great, and looked like Cody was just a little bit faster than you on the short run. But then you guys would reel him in later in the run.
Yeah, he was wheeling that car. I could see him, his tires alongside of him. He was going back and forth, scrubbing those tires. But I made the same mistake coming out of 4 when he got me. So the car got loose on me. But other than that, I thought it was a good race. I had a lot of fun and came out unscathed.
No, it was definitely a good race from you, man, and you were super fast. I mean, there at one moment, I definitely think you had a shot to win there.
Yeah, I saw Josh pulling away. If we would have stayed green, he had that. But I was excited to race him come that last yellow, and then unfortunately, like I said, he came out a little too fast, I guess. But I knew Cody's no slouch either, so once I lined up next to Cody, I knew I had to go. First, I had to get around Chris Oliver. I did a couple zigzags to get around him. That wasn't easy either, but it worked out. I got some decent points, and I believe the rest of my team did as well.
And John Gordon came in 4th. Blake Ziti came in 7th. So yeah, you guys ran great all night. You guys were racing each other once again, but you guys were racing each other cleanly, though. So that was good. It was not, kind of like last week at New Smyrna. You guys were racing a little bit more door-to-door last week.
Oh, you know what? I had last night fresh in my mind. I was hoping Randy was going to be in there because I wanted to apologize to him. I even wrote him a message on Discord. Nothing was on purpose. It was hard driving. He was braking a little bit earlier than me, and I was driving it in deeper. And then the second incident, I cut in front of him. So I wanted to give him a shout out and tell him I enjoyed racing him, and I didn't mean to touch him yesterday.
It's Martinsville, man. There's just chaos there. Yeah, I know he appreciates. I mean, everybody appreciates whenever you reach out, talk to him. Either in the race or after the race. Like, hey, man, just stuff happened. Apologize, X, Y, Z. It goes a long way.
I searched him on Discord. I sent him a message, but it looks like he got off right away. So I hope he's not upset about it. He seems like a cool guy, but again, I didn't want to ruin his race, and I definitely came off a little bit aggressive last night. But you had to be, like you said.
Well, we'll make sure that he gets that message tomorrow night on the podcast. We'll talk to him. We'll make sure that he gets that. But he's still not the most tech savvy person. I mean, he had a keyboard from about the 80s about a month ago. So, but hey, man,
I chimed into that podcast the other day. He's got to play guitar on there. I want to see him play some guitar. Actually, a few of the guys got guitars in the background.
He's actually at a show right now. That's why he's not in the booth tonight. He is at a show.
Okay.
So,
well, if you guys could reach out to him and let him know, and hopefully next week we get door to door and we don't touch.
Absolutely, man. Great race from you, man, and we look forward to seeing you at Watkins Glen next week.
Oh, great. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night, man.
Too late. I already pushed him out. Hey, real quick before we go, I normally don't talk to kind of normal people up front. That normally, I got to know what happened to Josh Laston. Let's pull in Josh real quick.
Let's bring in both Josh and Carl. So Carl finished third. We can get his take on the race, and they're both teammates.
All right. Well, let's pull in Josh first. I like to mess with Carl. Hey, Josh, it's Larry and Adam in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
I got to know, man, you were blistering fast on those long runs, man. What happened to you there on that last pit stop?
Let's not talk about my inability to pit stop today. Please.
Yes, it looks like you got messed up on two of them.
Yes, I did. I ran through my pit box on the first one, and I sped coming out because I was too focused on trying to be the first one out. And when Chris Oliver got out in front of me, I was a little surprised.
Hey, man. Yeah, we were wondering what happened, bouncing back there at the end of that, and we was a little confused what was going on.
Well, I'm just going to throw out that we had to keep going on the caution for an extra lap because people needed to get in front of me. And yeah, I'm not very happy about that one, but it is what it is.
I got you, man. Yeah, you were the class of the field for the long run. Cody looked like he had some really great short run speed, and the race played out in his hand for the short run speed. Do you think you would have had something for him? I know you were turning some really great laps, a few laps in. Would you have had something for that last little bit of run for him?
I did not push at all when I was in front. I didn't even really push very hard when I was passing because, as I was proven right, we got a lot of green flag runs, and I'd rather be fast over the long haul, open up 2.5 second gaps over everyone, and go from there.
Well, now that I think I let Carl sweat it a little bit, we're going to bring Carl in as well.
All right, please do.
He always likes to say, you never pull me up to the booth, so let's pull him up real quick. Hey, Carl, man, it's Larry, Josh, and Adam in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
Hey, good run for you there in third. We talk about it all the time. I have no intentions of ever pulling third place people up that generally finish up there in the front. But one, Josh begged me, and two, you normally don't finish up front, so I figured I must pull you up.
Well, hey, you pulled in sixth place or whatever you finished. So, yeah,
I mean, that's what we do. We do sixth place. We don't do third place.
Hey, that makes sense. Man, I'm not happy with the finish tonight. I thought I was the fastest car tonight, meet me or Josh. And of course, I'm going to say that I'm faster than he is. So, screwed up early, and
you both did.
Well, he didn't. Josh didn't screw up early. I screwed up early. Was able to recover from it, thankfully. But just couldn't get around Sean at the end there. He was racing me clean, faster than him, but he was clean. And I maybe been holding back a little bit, but yeah, I couldn't get around him. So I never had a chance to go after Cody.
Yeah, man.
5.
Yeah, and I gotta know what ended up happening to you guys out there. Did you also have issues on pit road?
Yeah. I first pit stop. Josh had some issues. He was leading the race. I think I was running second, and Josh missed his pit stall by a little bit. I was looking like I was going to come off first, and Sean had a really good stop. He was coming by me, but I should have stayed ahead of him. I had this mistake multiple times during practice. I just screwed up where the pit exit was, and just sped up too early. And I don't know why I did, because it was caution. I just screwed up and ended up getting a speeding pit road and got pushed to the back, and just took me too long to get through the field. And I'll take a third place, I guess, after that.
Yeah, at least you're able to rebound.
Some of us couldn't.
I got caught on the speeding penalty on Tuesday night, and that killed my top 5.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I'm going to get a speeding penalty, I want it to be the first penalty. So, the first stop. I mean, you have time to recover from it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, it was a great race by both of you. Unfortunate finishes, but I want to throw out there real quick, Josh. Cody called the shot next week, man. He said we'll be talking to you as the winner of Watkins Glen. So you've already been picked to win. So we expect big praise from you next week.
I was terrible in the practice that I've already done there, and it's going to continue to be terrible. I don't know why.
It's
like
Watkins
right
Glen.
now.
How do you not know how to drive Watkins Glen?
I do, just not in these cars.
Fair enough. Hey, guys, man, we appreciate you guys popping in, man, and we look forward to, tomorrow night and hearing you guys on the call on Sunday night.
Sounds great. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night. So we want to go over right quick. The point standing has been released already.
Let's at least real quick. Let's give race results before we do the points.
We'll do race.
So
I forgot
race results is Cody Leland is your winner, followed by Josh Last. That is, I don't know why it does that.
Sean Carmody.
Yeah, sorry. It for some reason went to qualifying results. There we go. Cody Leland, followed by Sean Carmody. In third, Carl Henderson. Fourth, John Gordon. In fifth, Chris Oliver. Sixth, Josh Lassen. In seventh, Blake Ziti. And in eighth, Nick Adams. Ninth, Tom Stevens. And Mike Wisniewski gets a top 10 here tonight.
11th was Gene Watkinson. 12th was David DeParis. 13th was David Wright. And 14th was Joshua Mays. That rounds out everybody who raced tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were saying, partner, let's definitely catch the points. The points have been released, so let's check out points, shall we?
Are you able to pull them up?
Yeah, points are up. Points are updated as here we go. Cody Leland gains 2 spots, is now your new points leader. He's 3 points over Josh Lassen. In third, Sean Carmody, who gains one spot over Tim St. Jean, who drops 2 spots. In fifth, Carl Henderson gains a spot. Blake Ziti grabs 2 spots up to 6th. And Tom Stevens holds strong there in 7th spot. John Gordon gains a spot up to 8th as we watch Sean Hayes still dropping. So he has been promoted out of the series, so he's going to continue to drop. Chris Oliver, though, he's running in 10th. And in 11th, Nick Adams gains 1 spot.
Gary Winters didn't race, so he dropped 2 spots. Gene holds on to a spot 13th. Mike Wazinski's in 14th. David DeParis is in 15th. David Wright is in 16th. And then Philip Manzo, Aaron Watkins, Anthony Scrillo, and then did not race. Joshua Mays has now raced 2 races, and he's in 20th place in the second season here in the AOLL Guitar Addict TNT series.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a fun race here tonight. 2 cautions, a lot of action, and we look forward to next week at Watkins Glen. Quick reminder, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know. I got complained at because I said standard time because it's not standard apparently. Eastern time. The podcast will be live if you don't catch it here on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We will be putting it on Spotify as always, so listen to it in car as you drive. And then also at 8 p.m. Eastern time, the AOL Cup Series will be kicking off Sunday night. And that'll be Josh Last and Carl Henderson in the booth for that one. Where's the race at, Adam?
We're going to be at Dover International Raceway.
Dover, and currently practice is actually going on. And then IVRL, that is at 7, I believe, 7 Eastern?
6:50. Yeah, 6:50s when they go live, and we're gonna be at CODA next week.
CODA, that's going to be a fun one, man. I'm looking forward to that one. And then
looking forward to running off the track all night long.
And then rinse and repeat through the week. So we got trucks Wednesday night, 8 p.m. And then same time Thursday night here. Same commentators. Maybe Randy will be back. Maybe he won't. We'll be here to find out. But that's all we got for tonight. We hope to see you tomorrow night. If you catch the podcast, throw out comments, talk to us. We love interaction. And throw the driver some questions because sometimes we run out of questions. So we just kind of fill time. Grab a drink, have a drink with us if you're of age. Don't forget, real quick, the merch store, as Adam mentioned, grab you some GFM merch. If you want to catch Dan Leland, as the hats are inbound, actually, we should be receiving them sooner rather than later there, Adam. And that's all I can really think of. You got anything else?
Nope. I just want to say thanks for tuning in tonight, watching these guys perform a phenomenal race. The 2 cautions and 75 laps here. These guys put on a heck of a show, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, absolutely. And from everybody here at Ghost Fire Media, we hope you guys enjoyed the race, enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for the podcast. And we hope you'll have a wonderful